Hello and welcome to the first Red Tie Live pre-show interview for our brand new season. It is 2022 and we've got a whole bunch of bands lined up and we are so stoked to be coming back to you live wherever you are on the first Saturday of every month. My name is Kristin and today I am joined by Dakota from Murder Capital. Dakota, thank you so much for hanging out this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
So let's start nice and easy. Tell me a little bit about your band. Are you guys currently a 4 or a 5 piece?
We had a bit of kind of some lineup changes and we're back to being a 5 piece now after being a 4 piece for, I don't know, kind of like the duration of COVID. We had a member leave and then we got him back. So we played our first show back as a 5 piece, I think 3 weeks ago. And it was so cool to just like hit that first note and feel those cabs pushing out on both sides of the stage. It was like Christmas.
Awesome. So like the extra person really contributes a little more noise.
Yeah.
A lot more noise, I
like
guess.
We tried kind of getting by with like backtracking some of the leads and stuff, but you can't replace another guitarist like that. Like we write everything as a 5 piece band, so everything just works better as a 5 piece.
Cool. So for anybody that's not familiar with your sound, tell us a little bit about what it would be like to come see you guys in a show. Loud, obviously.
Yeah, loud. I guess we'd be kind of like for fans of like Kublai Khan, the Acacia Strain, kind of like hard, like 1 foot in hardcore and kind of 1 foot in like metalcore in some ways. We play like detuned 7-string guitars and all of that, so it's just violent mosh energy or violent mosh music.
Super in
and
your
such.
face.
Yeah.
Love it. Very nice. Tell me about the picture that you guys have on your Facebook page. 4 of you guys, is that at the Arlington Bridge?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is a crazy story. So that was taken not like the summer that just passed, but the summer before. And for those of you who remember, it didn't rain at all that summer except for one day. And we were taking like pictures around the city with Brittany at Holdfast Photography, and we were flying around and we were originally supposed to go to the rail yard to take pictures because we're like, man, this goes so hard. So we went that direction. We wound up going to the wrong bridge, but we stopped, like we all parked at like Lipsticks or whatever, that strip club that's by there. And we noticed that Arlington Bridge was closed for construction.
Oh, perfect.
So it just started pouring rain and it was closed off so we could take pictures on there, and the like traffic lights were still on. So there's this like ominous red glow behind it.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I was wondering, I'm like, okay, how did they get up on that bridge with no traffic? I'm like, did they go at like 3 or 6 in the morning to get this done? But that's even cooler.
Yeah,
that
so
cool
that was
story.
like a weird coincidence, but it was also funny because it was like raining and shitty, and then like Jordan, our guitar player, was walking around with a ski mask and I have a baseball bat, and we're
in
like,
that part of town, lovely part of
like,
town.
Somebody's getting arrested or somebody's getting questioned about something. You know, we walk back to the strip club with like a baseball bat and ski masks.
Like, don't mind us, it's fine.
Yeah, Stab City crew represent.
So let's talk about Stab City and the band name Murder Capital. Like that's peak Winnipeg. And I was surprised to see, or maybe you do, but like, do you have a song called Stab City? Because I feel like that's got to be coming up.
Well, that kind of came from like an inside joke with my previous band, Commencing Human Desperation. Whenever we do, like we did a couple tours, but it was always like an inside joke of we'd just introduce ourselves as like, we are CHD from Stab City, Manitoba. And that always get like, you know, a laugh from the audience type deal. But then, so when we started this, I was like, okay, Murder Capital, this is part of our branding. We're, you know, Stab City crew type deal. So
I was relieved to learn, by the way, Winnipeg is no longer the murder capital of Canada.
Boo, boo.
All right. So you guys have one EP out. That's right. So you put that out like 2019-ish.
Yep.
So where can people hear your stuff? I know I found it on Bandcamp. Where else?
Literally everywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. We have like albums like at Sunrise Records and stuff too, where people can pick up physical copies.
That's cool.
Yeah, so kind of just like everywhere. We even had like over the pandemic when we were choked about like shows going away, we had this record store in Japan like tag us in a thing, and they're like had like stacks of our CDs in their store. We're like, fuck, okay,
that's
cool,
awesome.
yeah. So that was a cool surprise.
Nice. So what have you guys been up to lately? I've been playing, like, I know you guys have played a couple of shows. You did 2 in September. You did Metal Fest back in May. Have you been playing other shows? Have you been working on any recording or writing?
Well, we played a couple shows, just for like comeback, and then like in the spring, and then over the fall, we actually had a lineup change. We got a new singer. So kind of a weird story with him. We kind of knew him through like my drummer's girlfriend's friends. Is his
brothers,
her
cousins,
boyfriend.
sisters.
Yeah. So like we kind of seen him around, and like we were looking for a new singer, and he was posting like clips on Instagram of him just like, you know, screaming along to songs. And I was like, I don't know, this kid's pretty good. Like he's younger than us, but I'm like, no, like he wants it though. Yeah. So we scooped him up just to fill in for a couple of shows. And then we played a show with Endless Chaos, Bears with Technology, and Imperial Triumphant.
Friends of the show, of course.
Yeah, great guys. And so right after that set, we're like, Nick, we're scooping you.
You're in.
You're ours. So, yeah.
Nice. What is your favorite room in town right now to play? Like, I know you guys have played like bowling alleys, but you've been playing the Goodwill, the park, stuff like that. Is there a room that you feel like works best for your energy and your sound?
Winnipeg went through this weird period, kind of like I want to say like 2018, where there was just like no venues to play
Nowhere
at.
to go. Yeah.
So, and then like the Bulldog opened, and like St. James Lanes has like crazy shows going on right now. Like we played with Hopscotch Battle Scars and this band from Chicago called Karma, and that place popped the fuck off. It was crazy. Like during Karma, they were like crowd surfing kids and like throwing them, and they're like hitting the ceiling.
I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, like I let the touring band borrow my bass amp, and there was kids like hopping on my bass amp and like and like the owner of the place is he was like, I don't know, I wasn't sure how he would take it, because like you're a bowling alley owner, you know. And so like after the show I was like, hey, like, you know, thanks for having us down, you know, we appreciate it. And he was like, no, I just love to see you kids, you know, doing your thing and blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
oh, my heart just grew two sizes that day.
So like just because of that, St. James bowling alley.
Nice. You guys did a live stream, was it 2020-ish?
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what that experience was like, and now that you've done one live stream and you're going to come and do another live stream with us, what are some tidbits that you took away from that maybe you're going to bring for us?
Ooh, make sure if you're using backing tracks, have them lined up.
Oh.
Stuff like that. I don't know, little technical things. But yeah, the last stream that we did was with Spencer from Scoped Exposure, who has like, he films so much of like the underground hardcore Canadian scene and such. So there's a couple of our sets up there if anybody wants to check out what we're about.
And it was a Halloween show, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, and we got to do like a live stream after that. So like I dressed up as Gene Simmons, and everybody dressed up as goofy things.
Okay, show me your Gene Simmons.
No, I have a boring tongue. I have a short tongue. You're gonna expose me.
We're gonna cut that, right?
Yeah. Blur it out.
Okay, so tell me about the upcoming show. Like, you guys are going to do the live stream with us, the Red Tie Live on November 5th, and then later that night, you've got a show lined up.
Yeah, so yeah, that'll be super cool. The live stream with you guys, I'm super excited for. And then my favorite, like, Canadian kind of, I guess, underground band is this new metal band from Saskatchewan called Flashback. And it's a total throwback to, like, early 2000s, late 90s, like new metal stuff, which is like, I'm a new metal kid. Like Korn is my favorite band. I've seen Slipknot a million times, and like,
so you get those old West Borland contacts and go full black.
Oh my God, that's all I want in life.
Awesome. So we are looking super forward to having you guys on Red Tie Live. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to feel the music in my face. It's been a while, so I am pumped. Where can people connect with you guys? Like, where are you most active on social media if people want to find out a little bit more about your band before we have the live stream?
Probably our Instagram, I think, is probably where we do most of our business. But we're on everything.
And your handle is?
I think Murder Capital 204 or MC 204. It kind of changes depending on what the thing is.
Just not to be confused with the Murder Capital, right? Because there is another band from Ireland.
Forget those guys.
It's not the one. That's not the one you're looking for.
You can't have a soft rock band and call yourself the Murder Capital. I'm sorry.
That's two strikes. It's two strikes. All right, so join us on November 5th at 4 p.m. for the first Red Tie Live of 2022. We are so stoked to be back for a brand new season. And you're going to be hearing from Murder Capital. You're not going to want to miss it.
And we're debuting a new song on the stream too. Let's go.